Dear students, Assalamu alaikum. I am Dr. Riaz Hussain and today I will deliver lecture number 13 from the course Advanced Named Reaction. Topic of our lecture is synthetic applications of Robinson annulation reaction. In our previous lecture, we have discussed the general features, mechanism and some examples of Robinson annulation reaction. Robinson annulation reaction is a cyclohexanone ring formation reaction. In this reaction, carbon-carbon bond formation occur. Key concepts. Following concepts will be covered in this lecture. First of all, we will discuss the introduction of Robinson annulation reaction. We will discuss what is Robinson annulation reaction and what type of product is obtained during this reaction. Then we will describe the summary of mechanism of Robinson annulation reaction. After this, we will move toward our today topic, which is synthetic applications of Robinson annulation reaction. Remember, Robinson annulation reaction is a 6-membered cyclohexanone ring formation reaction. In the synthetic applications, we will discuss the synthesis of intermediate required for total synthesis of histidospermidine, and then we will discuss the synthesis of intermediate required for total synthesis of codeine, and then we will discuss the preparation of intermediate which is required to synthesize a polyketide terpenide metabolite, that is acetylide B, and then we will discuss the synthesis of intermediate required for the total synthesis of guanacastipine A. Guanacastipine A is an important intermediate. We will discuss the synthesis of these intermediates in our today lecture, and we will see that Robinson annulation reaction is involved during the synthesis of intermediates. Robinson annulation reaction. Robinson annulation reaction is a carbon-carbon double bond formation reaction. The reaction of a ketone, which most often be a cyclic ketone, with an alpha-beta unsaturated ketone to give a substituted cyclohexanone derivative is known as Robinson annulation reaction. It means one of the reactant of Robinson annulation reaction is a ketone, simple ketone. That ketone react with alpha beta unsaturated ketone to give a substituted cyclohexanone derivative. Then this reaction is called Robinson annulation reaction. It can be both acid and base catalyzed reaction, but predominantly the reaction is conducted under basic conditions. Robinson annulation reaction is a combination of 3 reactions. The first reaction is Michael addition reaction, and the second reaction is intramolecular aldol reaction, and the third reaction is the dehydration reaction. First of all, the ketone react with alpha beta unsaturated ketone to give us Michael addition product. That Michael addition product goes through intramolecular aldol reaction and gives us cyclic intermediate, which upon dehydration gives us Robinson annulation reaction product. Reactants of Robinson annulation reaction. Annulation means building a ring. It means ring formation occur During Robinson annulation reaction, the product consists of a ring system. The reactants, there are two reactants for the Robinson annulation reaction. One is cyclic or acyclic ketone. The other one is alpha beta unsaturated ketone. The reaction of cyclic or acyclic ketone with alpha beta unsaturated ketone occurs in the presence of acid or a base. So we can say Robinson annulation reaction either is acid catalyzed or base catalyzed reaction. As a result of this reaction, enones are formed. Enones is the product of Robinson annulation reaction. The product must consist of a cyclic system. The product must contain one ring, that is cyclohexenone ring. If any of the reactant does not have a cyclic system, if the reactant of Robinson annulation reaction does not consist of a cyclic system, then product consists of a single ring, that is cyclohexenone ring. If any of the reactant consists of a cyclic ketone or the alpha beta unsaturated ketone is a cyclic one, then product contain two rings. It means product is the bicyclic enone. If both of the reactant consists of a ring system, then their Robinson annulation product will consist of three rings. It means polycyclic ring system. So in short, we can say when a ketone react with alpha beta unsaturated ketone, then the product must consist of cyclic system during the Robinson annulation reaction. Bicyclic system are important systems in various natural products, for example steroid system, steroid skeleton. General mechanism of Robinson annulation reaction. We can say mechanism of Robinson annulation on a single page. One of the reactant of Robinson annulation reaction is a ketone. It is converted to enolate in the presence of base. Base abstracts the alpha proton and the resulting enolate is in equilibrium with its unenolized form. This enolate is added to the alpha beta unsaturated carbonyl compound. This addition of enolate to the beta carbon of alpha beta unsaturated carbonyl compound is called Michael addition. As a result, a new enolate is obtained. This enolate picks a proton from a base, and by releasing a base which will be available to catalyze another reaction and gives the product 1,5-diketone. We can say this is a Michael adduct. The product of Michael addition is a Michael adduct. Michael adduct is subjected to intramolecular aldol reaction. Base picks a proton, that is also the alpha proton, and the 1,5-dicarbonyl compound is converted to the enolate ion. One part of this molecule, that is the enolate part, will act as a donor, or we can say it acts as a nucleophile, and the other part that consists of the carbonyl part, which contain a carbonyl carbon, will act as electrophilic center. So the nucleophilic part of the molecule will attack at the electrophilic center of the other part of the same molecule, and it gives us oxyanion. See this one, this is oxyanion. So this reaction is occurring between two parts of a same molecule. That's why this reaction is called intramolecular aldol reaction. This oxyanion picks a proton from a base and converted to the beta hydroxyketone, or simple we can say hydroxyketone. The reaction of 1,5-diketone to two beta hydroxyketone is called intramolecular aldol reaction, and the last step is the dehydration step, in this step alpha proton is abstracted by a base which push the hydroxyl group to leave. As a result, a molecule of water is removed and the product is alpha beta unsaturated carbonyl compound. So we can say one acyclic alpha beta unsaturated carbonyl compound is converted to the cyclic alpha beta unsaturated carbonyl compound in the presence of base. So we can say the product of Robinson annulation reaction must contain cyclohexanone ring system. If both of the reactants are acyclic, then product contain just one cyclohexanone ring system. If any of the reactant of Robinson annulation reaction consists of a cyclic system, then the product contain more than one cyclic system. But remember, the cyclohexanone ring must be the part of the product of Robinson annulation reaction. Synthetic applications of Robinson annulation reaction, and this is our today topic, in which we will discuss the synthetic applications of Robinson annulation reaction. First synthetic application of Robinson annulation reaction is the total synthesis of histidospermidine. Histidospermidine is an important organic compound which is synthesized by S.J. Denishovsky et al. During preparation of histidospermidine uses the Robinson annulation reaction to prepare an important intermediate which is required for the total synthesis of histidospermidine. One of the reactant which is required to prepare the intermediate for the histidospermidine is methyl vinyl ketone, MVK. It is a well-known compound, that is methyl vinyl ketone, and it has a tendency to polymerize under aprotic basic conditions. So this is the drawback of methyl vinyl ketone, that it has a tendency to polymerize under aprotic basic condition, and this is the important partner which is required to prepare an intermediate for the histidospermidine. Therefore, its use as a partner for the Robinson annulation reaction is avoided. So it's another resembling compound that is a base stable surrogate of MVK. That resembling compound was developed by G. Stark and his co-workers, and the name of that resembling compound is alpha trimethyl silyl methyl vinyl ketone. See the structure which is shown here. It's a methyl vinyl ketone, and this is the resembling compound of MVK. It is alpha trimethyl silyl methyl vinyl ketone. It's alpha substituted trimethyl silyl. There is a substituent on the alpha position of methyl vinyl ketone. This substituent is trimethyl silyl group. This is the surrogate of MVK. This MVK has the tendency to polymerize, but its resembling compound do not have this ability. This resembling compound of MVK do not polymerize under aprotic basic condition. Remember, these both MVK are its resembling compound, both are the reactant, both can be used as a reactant to prepare an intermediate which is required for the total synthesis of hispidosupermidine. The same, it means the resembling compound of MVK was used as the reaction partner in order to avoid complications arising from the polymerization of MVK. We are discussing the synthetic application of Robinson annulation reaction, and first application is the total synthesis of hispidosupermidine. Robinson annulation reaction is involved in the preparation of intermediate required for the total synthesis of hispidosupermidine. That intermediate is hydrindenone. That intermediate which is required for the synthesis of hispidosupermidine is hydrindenone. One of the reactant required for this intermediate is resembling compound of methyl vinyl ketone, and the other reactant is 2-substituted cyclopentanone. This is 2-substituted cyclopentanone. The 2 position of the cyclopentanone is substituted with styrenic group. The 2-substituted cyclopentanone was treated with lithium dimethyl cuprate. Lithium dimethyl cuprate is an organometallic compound. So we can say organometallic compounds are the source of providing alkyl group as an carbanion, and the resulting enolate was trapped with alpha trimethyl silyl ketone in a Michael addition. The crude Michael adduct was refluxed with aqueous KOH in methanol, which resulted in the desired hydrindenone as a single diastereomer. Hydrindenone is an intermediate which is required for the preparation of hispidosupermidine. See the reaction, general reaction, what is happening over here. This is 2-substituted cyclopentanone. When it is treated with lithium dimethyl cuprate, it's an organometallic compound. The temperature for the reaction is minus 28 degrees centigrade. The solvent is diethyl ether, and hydrous conditions will be required because we are using organometallic compound, and the time required for the completion of the reaction is 30 minutes. Then see, this organometallic compound is the source of methyl group. Methyl as a carbanion will attack at beta carbon, and this bond will shift over here, and this pi bond will move toward the oxygen. As a result, this 2-substituted cyclopentanone will be converted to this enolate type compound. This is enolate. And remember, the first step in the Robinson annulation reaction is the formation of enolate. So when the 2-substituted cyclopentanone was treated with organometallic compound, then this cyclopentanone is converted to the enolate, and this enolate will be added across the pi bond of alpha beta unsaturated ketone in a Michael addition way. So this negative charge will come back, and this pi bond will attack at the beta carbon, because beta carbon is more electrophilic as compared to the carbonyl carbon, and this methyl vinyl ketone derivative upon reaction with this enolate will be converted to another enolate. That enolate will abstract the proton from the base and gives us 1,5 diketone product. That 1,5-diketone product show intramolecular aldol reaction and gives us beta hydroxyketone. That beta hydroxyketone upon dehydration gives us this hydrindenone product in a good yield. This hydrindenone, after passing through several steps, is converted to hispidosupermidine compound. This is an important organic compound. Total synthesis of hispidosupermidine mechanism. So here we will describe the mechanism stepwise. See here, cyclopentanone, two substituted cyclopentanone upon reaction with lithium dimethyl cuprate gives us enolate. This enolate is added through Michael addition pathway to the alpha beta unsaturated methyl vinyl ketone and gives us another enolate. This enolate, upon accepting a proton from a base, gives us 1,5-diketone. This 1,5-diketone shows intramolecular aldol reaction and converted to the enolate. This enolate react with the carbonyl carbon and gives us this type of anion, and this anion, after accepting a proton, gives us beta hydroxyketone. So that beta hydroxyketone upon dehydration gives us alpha beta unsaturated cyclopentanone ring. That is the product of the Robinson annulation reaction. First step is the formation of enolate, then addition of enolate to the alpha beta unsaturated ketone, and this addition of the enolate to the alpha beta unsaturated ketone is Michael addition reaction, and then as a result of Michael addition reaction 1,5-diketone product is formed. This 1,5-diketone product passed through a aldol reaction and it gives us beta hydroxy cyclic ketone, and that beta hydroxy cyclic ketone upon dehydration gives us product of the Robinson annulation reaction. See, I describe here the important concept about the organometallic compound. See over here, the organocuprate is reacting with the two substituted cyclopentanone. See here, it is organocuprate compound. Organocuprate compound are less reactive than organomagnesium as well as organolithium compound. Organocuprate compound upon reaction with alpha beta unsaturated carbonyl compound, then organocuprate compound attack at beta carbon rather than carbonyl carbon, while in case of organomagnesium or organolithium compound, then organolithium or organomagnesium compound directly attack at carbonyl carbon rather than beta carbon. So in short, if the organometallic compound is organocuprate one, then it will attack at beta carbon of alpha beta unsaturated carbonyl compound. Therefore, here this organocuprate is attacking at beta carbon and converted the cyclopentanone into a enolate ion. So, organocuprate are less reactive than organomagnesium as well as organolithium. See here, the product is beta hydroxy ketone. This is alpha carbon and this is beta carbon. This beta hydroxy ketone upon dehydration converted to the hydrinidinone intermediate, which is required, which is important intermediate, which is an important precursor for the preparation of hispidosupermidine. When the hydrinidinone subjected to various steps, then it is converted to hispidosupermidine. Another application of Robinson annulation reaction is the total synthesis of acetaldehyde B. The Hedges-Parrish reaction can be regarded as the enantioselective version of Robinson annulation reaction. Hedges-Parrish reaction is the enantioselective version of Robinson annulation reaction in the early stages of the synthetic effort targeting the mixed polyketide terpenide metabolite acetaldehyde B. L.A. Paquette and his co-workers used this transformation to prepare the key bicyclic precursor in enantiopure form. The reactant is ethyl vinyl ketone was reacted with 2-methyl 1,3-cyclopentadiene in the presence of catalytic amounts of L-valine to afford the bicyclic diketone with 75% enantiomeric excess. So one of the reactant is ethyl vinyl ketone. This is ethyl group and this is vinyl group. Ethyl vinyl ketone, and the other one is the 2-methyl 1,3-cyclopentadiene. 1,3-cyclopentadiene in the presence of catalytic amount of L-valine, and the solvent is acetic acid. HClO4 and CH3CN are also used in a small quantity. As a result of the reaction of ethyl vinyl ketone with 2-methyl 1,3-cyclopentadiene gives us this intermediate, that is cyclic intermediate, and we can say it's a Robinson annulation reaction product, and it is obtained in 75% enantiomeric excess, and this is the intermediate which after passing through various steps converted to an important polyketide terpenide metabolite, that is acetaldehyde B. This intermediate is prepared by L.A. Paquette and his co-workers, and the reaction by which this intermediate is prepared is called Hedges-Parrish reaction, and Hedges-Parrish reaction is the enantioselective version of Robinson annulation reaction. The third application of Robinson annulation reaction is total synthesis of codeine. Here see the sign plus, and in the previous slide we have shown that acetaldehyde B have a negative sign. This plus sign and that negative sign are not the plus and minus signs, but this plus before the name of the compound shows dextrorotatory compound, and negative sign over here, negative sign before the name of a compound shows levorotatory behavior of that compound. So codeine is dextrorotatory compound, therefore it is shown plus codeine. In the laboratory of J.D. White, the asymmetric total synthesis of codeine was accomplished. Codeine, dextrorotatory compound, codeine was prepared by J.D. White. The Robinson annulation was the method of choice to build a phenanthrene precursor starting from a substituted tetralone derivative. As it usually the case, the isolation of the Michael adduct allowed the intramolecular aldol reaction to proceed cleanly and to afford a higher yield of annullated product. So, Robinson annulation reaction is involved in the synthesis of intermediate required for the total synthesis of dextrorotatory compound codeine. See the reaction? This is tetralone derivative. Tetralone is the compound which contains bicyclic system, and one cyclic system aromatic consists of aromatic ring, and the other is the cyclohexanone ring system. It's a tetralone and it have substituents, so it is tetralone derivative. When this tetralone derivative is treated with methyl vinyl ketone in the presence of trithylamine and DCM, then it gives us 1,5-diketone product. See over here, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1,5-diketone product. This step is called Michael addition step. The first step of Robinson annulation reaction is the Michael addition. So as a result of Michael addition, 1,5-diketone is formed, and this 1,5-diketone upon reaction with sodium hydroxide shows intramolecular aldol reaction. As a result of intramolecular aldol reaction, beta hydroxy cyclic ketone is formed. That beta hydroxy cyclic ketone upon dehydration gives us this cyclohexanone ring system, and this is the intermediate which is required for the synthesis of codeine. Mechanism. The mechanism of synthesis of intermediate required for the preparation of codeine is shown in detail. See the mechanism. This is tetralone derivative. It contains CH2 double bond CH2 CH double bond CH2OH. First of all, this tetralone derivative is subjected to reduction. As a result of reduction, this double bond is reduced to single bond. This is converted to primary alcohol, and this primary alcohol upon subjection to oxidation is this primary alcohol is subjected to oxidation, then the primary alcohol group is oxidized to aldehyde group. See this one, the only change occur over here. During reduction, this double bond is reduced, and during oxidation, this CH2OH is converted to the formyl group. See this one, this is 1,3-dicarbonyl compound. Here is the carbonyl compound and here is the carbonyl compound. Due to these two carbonyl compound, the alpha carbon, the proton attached with the alpha carbon are more acidic and easily abstracted by a base. So upon reaction with the base, this 1,3-carbonyl compound is converted to the enolate. See over here, this is enolate. The proton is abstracted over here, this bond move over here, and this is converted to the enolate. This enolate upon a reaction with methyl vinyl ketone, then Michael addition step occur. This enolate added to the beta carbon rather than carbonyl carbon, and it gives us this type of 1,5-diketone product. See this one, this is 1,5-diketone. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1,5-diketone. This 1,5-diketone subjected to base, treated with base. So when 1,5-diketone is treated with the base, then intramolecular aldol reaction occur and a cyclic ring is formed which contain beta hydroxy ketone, except these two rings. See over here, these two rings are the part of the reactant, and this one more ring is formed, and this intermediate after passing through various steps converted to codeine. The last synthetic application of Robinson annulation reaction is the total synthesis of guanacastipine A. Guanacastipine A. Here the symbol is showing plus minus. It means 2 enantiomers, we can say racemic mixture of guanacastipine A is prepared during this process, during this synthesis. See here, a novel variant of the Stark Young modified Robinson annulation was developed and applied to the total synthesis of racemic mixture of guanacastipine A by the research group of B.B. Snyder. B.B. Snyder prepared the racemic mixture of guanacastipine A. Instead of using methyl vinyl ketone directly, they prepared the necessary 1,5-diketone by alkylating the ketone with an allyl silane and generating the ketone functionality via Fleming-Thamau oxidation. So in our previous 3 applications, we have either used methyl vinyl ketone directly or we used the resembling compound of methyl vinyl ketone. And remember, there is a drawback of the use of methyl vinyl ketone. That drawback is the polymerization of the methyl vinyl ketone under aprotic basic condition. So, during synthesis of racemic mixture of guanacastipine A, one of the reactant is methyl vinyl ketone. So, group of B.B. Snyder didn't use the methyl vinyl ketone directly. Instead, using methyl vinyl ketone, they prepared the necessary 1,5-diketone by alkylating the ketone with an allyl silane and generating the ketone functionality through a Fleming-Thamau oxidation. See over here, what's happening over here? This is the R group. This is the reactant which is required for the preparation of racemic mixture of guanacastipine A. See this one, this R, the red colored R is actually the phenyl dimethylsilyl group, and this is tetrahydropyrene group, and this R prime is tertiary butyl silyl group. Tertiary butyl silyl group. Sorry, not tertiary butyl, it's a tributyl. It's a tributyl silyl group. When this compound is treated with metachloroperbenzoic acid in the presence of DCM and then the resulting intermediate upon acidification work up, then it gives us this type of 1,5-diketone. 1,5-diketone. See over here, this 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 1,5-diketone. This 1,5-diketone actually the precursor for the aldol reaction. So here the first step is not the Michael addition step. In our previous application we have used the Michael addition reaction to prepare the 1,5-diketone, but here we are not using the Michael addition reaction, but here we will prepare the 1,5-diketone by Fleming-Thamau oxidation reaction step. The mechanism of Fleming-Thamau oxidation: silyl groups, which are non-polar electropositive groups without lone pairs, tolerate many chemical reactions that would not be possible in presence of hydroxyl groups. The Fleming-Thamau oxidation permits silyl groups to be used as masked hydroxy groups. This is important point. Silyl groups work as masked hydroxyl group, which has found broad application in total synthesis of various organic compounds. In addition, enantioselective hydrosilylation of alkene followed by Fleming-Thamau oxidation allows the preparation of chiral alcohol. The first step of the Fleming oxidation is the removal of the phenyl group, in which the very stable phenylsilane group is converted into a more reactive halocylane after electrophilic aromatic substitution. See over here, this is phenyl dimethylsilane. Upon electrophilic aromatic substitution, this hydrogen added to the pi bond, attack at the pi bond, and this aryl cation is obtained, and X upon attacking on the silyl group, then this bond move over here and leave behind the benzene and gives us more reactive silane. So first step is the removal of phenyl group from the silane. The first step in the Fleming oxidation, Fleming-Tomau oxidation, is the removal of phenyl group bonded with the silane, and it is removed by the reaction of phenylsilane with HX. As a result of this reaction, benzene is removed and silane is converted to the more reactive silane. The next step, the reactive silane, in which the silyl group is bonded with X instead of phenyl, react with peroxide. The oxygen lone pair attack at the silicon atom. Silicon atom act as Lewis acid. It accepts a pair of electrons from the oxygen, and X leaves as the leaving group. So we have this type of intermediate. Then X came back and attack again on the silicon atom, and here the rearrangement occur. The alkyl group, the major part of the group which is bonded with the silicon, moves toward oxygen, and acetate group is removed as the leaving group. So we have this type of intermediate. This type of intermediate upon acidification is converted to the chiral alcohol. So what happened? The position of the silicon is replaced with the hydroxyl group. So we can say silicon is used as a masked hydroxyl group. So now we directly discuss the mechanism of preparation of 1,5-dicarbonyl compound, which is required to prepare the intermediate for the guanacastipene A. The first step is a Fleming-Tomau oxidation step. In our previous application, the first step was the Michael addition step, but here the first step is not the Michael addition step. Here the first step is the Fleming-Tomau oxidation step. In this step, 1,5-dicarbonyl compound is prepared. See over here, this is our reactant. Here this carbon is bonded with the silicon. It's a phenyl, it's a dimethyl, it's a phenyl dimethylsilane. Upon reaction with proton, see the aryl group converted to the cation, and X upon reaction attack on the silicon atom, it gives us this type of silyl halide. Remember, this type of silyl halide is more reactive than this type of silane compound. So we can say most stable yet less reactive silane compound is converted to more reactive silane compound. This silane compound quickly react with peroxide, that per acid. That per acid is metachloroperbenzoic acid. Metachloroperbenzoic acid, the lone pair of oxygen attacks at the Lewis acid center, that is electrophilic center, which is silicon atom, and X leave as a leaving group. So we have this type of intermediate. When X as a nucleophile came back and again attack at the silicon atom, then the bulky group, which is the major portion of the reactant, moves toward the oxygen of the perbenzoic acid, or we can say per acid. So This is the rearrangement step. During this rearrangement starts upon the attack of X anion on the silicon atom. Then this bulky group moves from silicon to the oxygen of the per acid. This is the rearrangement step. Then we have this type of intermediate, and acetate group is removed out. So this intermediate, after accepting proton from acid, that is pyridine HF, is converted to the enol. This is enol, or we can say the position of the silicon is replaced with OH. See the reactant here, the doubly bonded carbon is attached with the silicon, and in here it is bonded with the OH. So just the position of, so we can say the silicon is the masked hydroxyl group, and this hydroxyl group, which is the enol one, goes through keto enol tautomerism and gives us keto product. And see, this keto product is the 1,5-diketone. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. This is important concept, and this is called Fleming-Tamow oxidation step. And during this step, we have prepared the 1,5-diketone, and this 1,5-diketone is the same 1,5-diketone which was prepared by Michael addition reaction. But here the Michael addition reaction was not used, but here Fleming-Tamow oxidation step was used to prepare the 1,5. See, this is 1,5-diketone. When it is treated with the base, then it passed through intramolecular cyclization, converted to the enolate, then addition of the enolate at the carbonyl carbon gives us another enolate, which upon accepting a proton gives us beta hydroxy ketone. This is alpha carbon, this is beta carbon. Beta hydroxy ketone, a new cyclohexanone ring is formed, which is the symbol of Robinson annulation reaction. And this OH, upon reaction with acid, then lose water as a leaving group, dehydration step, then it gives us cyclohexanone, or we can say alpha beta unsaturated ring system. So this intermediate is obtained, which after passing through various steps gives us racemic mixture of guanna casptipine A, which is important organic compound. I hope you have understand the applications of Robinson annulation reaction. Assignment: write the mechanism of synthesis of below reaction. This is important intermediate, and in the synthesis of this intermediate, Robinson annulation reaction is involved. This is 1,3-diketone and this is ethyl vinyl ketone. So you have to write the mechanism by yourself to prepare this intermediate through Robinson annulation reaction.